This is a quick and dirty guide of how to be the game master. Let's get to it. First things first, what is a game master? A game master is someone that is the referee, the director, the person in charge of guiding the story, the narrative of a tabletop role playing game, TTT, RPG, their session for their friends. They set up, they learn the mechanics, they learn the story, and they present it to the players and are the mitigator between mechanics and all this stuff. They have a high responsibility. They're essentially a deity in control of this space. That being said, the goal is always to have fun. Now, is it easy? No, but it's a game. You learn as you get along. As a game master, you have to be able to balance out between the mechanics and the story. The mechanics is a pretty simple concept to understand. All you have to do is read the book and study and practice it. And you'll learn as you get along. All the things you want to do, you'll know the book. Quickly skim through the book and then you can practice it. I just have some vague idea of what to do. Is it a D20 system? Is it a 420 system? Is it where do you change? Do you level up? Learning these things as a game master will enhance your experience and make it easier for your players to understand this game with you. I think those were words and I think those are cohesive. Let's move on. Handling your players can be a little bit tricky because you have the completely crazy guy that just doesn't follow the rules, and then you got shy people, and you got different types of players that are don't want to role play, or they just focus on the mechanics. And dealing with these people, dealing with your players can be a little tricky, but honestly the simplest key is communication. Learn what your players want to do. Do they want more story, more combat encounters, more thematic thing? Do they want the person to have their moment? Do they want their backstory? Or do they just want to be along for the ride? The thing is, you have to talk to them. And the way you can do this is by giving them a session zero. A session zero will set expectations, themes, and everything for your players. It's not a real session. It's just something you put on so everyone understands the roles, the games, and how they're starting. Just something quick and dirty can work as well, or you can take as much time as you'd like. Talked about what we as game masters do. We talked about the roles of the game master. We talked about handling players. Talked about handling balance of story. With all these things in mind, the only thing you really need after this is to run a session. You can run a session by yourself and test out the characters. The easiest and most accessible thing for a tabletop role-playing game is Dungeons and Dragons, and become a dungeon master. As a dungeon master, you have access to D&D Beyond, where if you create an account, this account will allow you to have a maximum of 5 players on a free account. You can have unlimited access if you decide to purchase it, but it's not necessary. There's a lot of sources. D&D or tabletop role-playing games don't require a lot. You don't even have to buy real dice. You can get them off Google, random RGN, not random game generator, random dice generator, and you can roll dice on there. Tabletop role-playing game is a fun game, and you can learn to play with yourself and with friends. It's more fun with friends.